All right, so I'm going to well, what you're going to do, and you'll have some written directions for this, but basically you're going to go to log in, you're going to go to
You
BamaCarry.org/login.
recording?
Can you hear me?
Are you recording?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you're going to go, and we'll have some written directions on the page that this video lives on. Those written directions will be there for them too. So if there's ever, like down in the bottom of the footer, there'll be a set, whatever. They'll have a place to see this video, and that where to go to log into it will be there. So when they log in, you'll have an email address, and we'll probably just use the info at BamaCarry, and then we'll come up with a password. Okay. When you do, you're going to come to a page that right before this, and then there'll be an edit button to get into this. And this is the back end of the system. This is so much easier than your WordPress, because this is what your WordPress, and you have to know where to go and all of that.
Yeah.
So this is basically you see what else right here on the page, and you can actually change it right here on the page. So like, we either need to delete or hide these things, or we need to come up with a little piece of, something to put here. And basically to change it, all we have to do is like start typing.
Paul, right there would be a good place to put a picture that Eddie's working on for the statewide, and then the information over there for featured content under there.
Oh, yeah. And can we put hyperlinks on there?
Oh, yes. I'll show you real quick. So whatever you said, I'm just going to put this statewide here real quick, so we'll know that's what you want to do. So let's just say you wanted to have a hyperlink, and we wanted this last to hyperlink. We're going to highlight it, and you're going to hit this little link.
Okay.
And then
that's just like any form that I've played with.
Exactly. So you got lots of options. It can be a website. It can be a page within the website. It can be, a phone. You can even do click to call, the phone number, whatever, or a file from there. So really easy. And then like if this read more might not be there, but there might be a long post that goes with it. And while we're talking about that, let's talk about the blog, because that's what people are going to get in and want to do. So I have pulled these items here, and they can post out to a blog. Let me see. As we go down, these do too. These are actual blogs that we pulled over. This is the new founding member, the Dennis Stacy.
After reading it, I need to correct a few things on there.
Okay, I didn't even read it, so I could have proofread it for you. Sorry. But we might want to move this up to here. I want to show you really quick the difference in this. So if I go home, I'm going to show you what these look like. Just so you'll know, you can have, it can either be turned off, or they can, all right, so this is what this looks like, that first section, and this is where you said that statewide. See how it's already updated?
Yes.
So like you can just click through these. Oops. All right, so that we could move the Dennis Stacy up there if you wanted to, or currently it is down here. So we can get rid of either one of these sections, or if you want to like feature memberships, I don't know. We need to come up with something to feature to put in them if we're going to keep them. All right, so be thinking about that, and then let me go back to the editor. So when I'm editing, I always have the front of the website up so that I can make sure it looks like it's supposed to look after I edit. And when you're in the editor, when it's live, it won't say live here. It'll say save. Okay, so you'll save it and it'll go live.
Well, one quick question. You said the other night, it's been like 3-4 months ago. You do backups, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if we went in there and just totally screwed something up, we say, hey, Julie, 911, can you restart back to what it was last night before we start playing with this?
Yes, and pretty much that's not so much going to be the case, but hope, because it's pretty, but just in case, yes.
Worst case scenario.
Yes. Yes,
okay.
Yes. All right.
I feel better.
Good, yes. All right, so This is the menu that I've come up with. So we're going to pull up the blog because this is, for the most part, the things that you'll be changing first will go in the blog, and then you'll come back to the front page and edit it, all right, to make it highlight on the front page. All right, so here is the Dennis Stacy blog that I put in. If you want to add a new one, basically you're going to click New Post, but I can edit this one just so you can see it and I don't have to create anything new. All I did was click it, and now it's opened up. You can see I'm inside and it's editing, so I could actually change the title of this, and it probably should be something else, you know, Dennis Stacy, founding member, or something, you know, whatever. And then basically I just, you know, just freeform type in here. Here's all of your tools that you have. So if you wanted to add some text in front of this, can you see this blue line that's showing up? Okay, so if I want to put something above this, obviously you see the line goes all the way across. If I want to put it beside it, what's going to do is it's going to split this into 2 even columns. Okay, or I can just move it down. Whoops.
And where's the reverse button?
Yeah, well, you just pick it up and let it go. So,
Okay.
all right, so
Control
pretend like I don't want it where I just dropped it. Okay, I just dropped it here. All right, see I got a little handle here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can pick it up. See the blue line, how it hovers over? Now watch. Yep. I can move it here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't mean to drop it there. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the little handle again. I'm going to put it above. Okay, so easy, easy. Now, if you want to get rid of it altogether, you're just going to click this red X to delete. You also, if you click, go ahead.
I was just supposed to say there Bruce's abort button.
Yeah, there's that. You get a do-over. And then here, if you hover over this, you actually, let's just say it's something that you are going to copy and you need it on a couple of different pages. Instead of having to retype it every time, you actually can copy it or move it to a different page. I don't think you'll ever be using that, but I just want to show it to you just in case. So,
what is this program?
It's a drag and drop. It's similar to.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Dreamweaver?
No, Dreamweaver's not a
that's complicated for me.
Yeah. So it's built off of a fork of Weebly, basically, or you've seen like Wix on commercials on Wix. It's similar to that. It's built off of a fork of one of those. So
okay.
All right. Now let's talk about the image. So here, let's say I want to drag another image over here. So same thing, you know, you see where it's going to land. So I can put it over to the side. Now, if I wanted to put it inside this text, basically, I don't know if I can do another one inside this same text. Hold on. I'm going to drop it down here. But this is inside this text. So give me just a second. I'm going to pull over another. All right. See how I can put that and it turns it blue?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. I'm going to take this. If I drop it, it's going to put it where the text will wrap around it when it just made that blue box. So if I take a whole bunch, it's just going to wrap around it. That's mostly what you're going to do is use that.
So far, I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way better than WordPress. Way better. All right. And again, I can delete it out. Okay. So
where's it pulling the images from? I saw it say upload image.
All right. From your computer. So let me I'm going to pull one back over here. All right. So let's just pull this. All right. So I'm dropping it. All I do is click it. So you can search for free ones online if you want to, or if you know where the URL is. But basically, I'm going to go to.
Hayes Web. There you go. Let's put Hayes in there.
All right. So let's just say we'll put this here. So I just double clicked it, or you can click it once and hit the open, and it's just going to upload it in there. All right. Okay. And from here, you can actually resize them. You just grab the little corner. See that little blue dot?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So you cannot do that in WordPress. Well, you can with a certain plugin in WordPress now, but oh my gosh. So I used to hate having to like guess, oh yeah, I need it to be 220 pixels by whatever and tell it to wrap. And all right. So let's just say I wanted another picture down here. Basically, I can't put the same picture here. I would just, select this out and I just add another text. There's if I do this, it's going to wrap around it. Did you see it turn blue?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. And then I just pasted that in and see how it wrapped around. And when you put the image on this side, you get some other little, either side, you can put some more spacing in there. And watch here. Let me go back because that was fast. Okay. So I can edit this image too. I go in here and you get this little handy dandy editor that comes in. Let's say you needed to write some text on top of the image. So I could add text right on. This isn't one that you'd want to write text on top of, but you've got these filters like you use on social media, or you could crop it out, whatever. So you do have some options in here to make those. If I click on it again, in this case, it won't matter if I center it, just because of where it's at. You can add a caption to it. And then the spacing, that would be the right margin. See how I can push that text over just by doing that. And that's in spacing. All right.
So if you had to leave real quick, this, that, and other, and this has been live form, and you closed out right now, it would not save it, correct?
Correct. If I just closed out, it would save a draft of it. Well, watch this. This is what you'd want to do. Whoops. Well, it is going to. Hold on. When it's live, it lets you save it as a draft. It's not live yet, so it's going to make me. It's a draft period because it's not live yet. Okay.
Right.
So
right.
But yes. So like we probably don't want this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click it again. I'm going to open it up. I'm just going to delete that out. And see how I just hit the delete and it pops up and it says, are you sure? And then I'll just leave this in case you ever want to come back and add another picture. I'll just leave this in two separate. There's no reason why you can't. So
well, how about down there on the very end, if you're going to keep this in there, put my name down there since it was my little blog.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like you wrote it?
Well, yeah, kind of like since I did.
Okay, so written by Paul. Okay, just.
Oh yeah, right. Just Paul Arnold, and below there put board member.
Yeah.
Your fingers work like mine. My brain's 90 miles an hour. My fingers are like 27 miles an hour.
Yep, I'm sitting where my arm is propped up. Yes, because I'm.
I know.
At a desk.
Somebody
come in at a desk.
Somebody come in and sit at my desk, and I'm over like 2 feet from the keyboard and sideways typing.
Yep. All right. So there you are.
Well, okay. That just kind of we had a kind of special relationship. So
good deal.
I like that.
Yeah. Very good. All right. So if so this is important. So like, let's just say that one's there. You can create some categories. I don't know if you're going to have, if you've got a ton of content, you might want to add some categories. I've left it in here for now, but we can take it out if you don't. These archives happen automatically. So something like this was written on December 7th. When you write something else in December, someone can go see everything that's written. If you don't want them to be able to search it like that, all we do is just delete this, and then they would just see them in chronological order.
I like that.
And then
kind of keeps the page clean.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's just say, if you even could come up with 2 or 3 categories like membership information, events, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something else. But anyway, we could come up with a couple of categories and put them in for you. All right. And
We
then
could have monthly giveaway.
Sure. All right. And then I'm going to show you again, new post, just so you know when you go back and watch this video. Basically, new post, all you're going to do is add the title. You can change this date to anything you want it to be. And then, again, everything, I'm going to show you these little tools over here. So there's lots of tools here. And you can even open it up to show even more. All right, but there's a different set. There's some special ones because you're in the blog. So like the archives that I told you, like if we deleted that, I could just drag it back over there. The same for the author and the categories. Like if you accidentally deleted those, we can put them back. So any of this stuff you actually can drag. Let's say you had a blog post and it was talking about a specific shirt that's for sale, like a new shirt or whatever. You actually could drag the product over into it by dragging this over into it, which is pretty awesome. You wouldn't have, it would link and you'd be able to buy it. All right. So you've got a title, which is a big text, title text. You've got regular text, image. You can do a gallery on the fly. Let me actually show you this. So you've got several pictures. All you do is click it. I just drug it over. I clicked it. I'm going to grab these 3. It's going to upload them real quick. Watch. 1, 2. I don't know what happened. The other one must not have been, it must not have been a real image. It must not have been a image that I could pop in there. So, but.
Fake image.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. So let's just say I wanted to see that. I can just, there it is. It popped in.
Okay.
All right,
it
so you can have it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, there it is. It just might be my computer. I'm kind of far away from the router. So, you can change how many are per row. You can change the spacing in between. You can add captions to them. So anyway, you get the idea. That's way easier than uploading multiple images. So like, let's say you had an event and you wanted to post all the pictures from an event. You could do it like this. Oops. You see that I could, I could just delete one at a time. Did you see that? If I click it, oops.
Yeah.
You can delete it. You can add the caption there. And you can link these out to somewhere else. If you click, I gotta get off of it. All right. If I click and hover over it, I can just delete the whole thing. So I'm gonna delete the whole thing. All right. I'm gonna show you a different one. Same thing.
Here's a question about pictures before you go forward.
Okay.
Is there a limit on the number of pictures?
Nah.
In one post. The reason I asked, something like statewide, we might have 250, 300 pictures of everything that happened that we'd want to share with everybody.
The only issue is it's going to make the page load slow. So if you don't mind the page loading slow, it's okay. It's not gonna give you. You would want to break it up into like several different galleries.
Okay.
Based on like whatever, like it could be day 1, day 2, day 3. If it's a 3-day event or something like that, I'd try to break them up. But if not, it's really still okay if you just put them all in the same one. It'll be fine.
You do that in the gallery or from the gallery?
Yes,
okay.
That's a gallery. And it can go in anywhere that's got text. Any page it can go on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Same thing as a slideshow. So I can show you. Let's see. Sorry. All right. And you've got these options. So, you see them with the little thumbnails or numbers. You can put the thumbnail. So you just choose whichever you want. So I'll just do this one. All right. I'm going to upload. I'll go back and get these real quick. And same thing, it's just going to pop them in. On this, there's your little link button. There's a caption. And then text this is for the search engines, basically, is to put in, if you want the search engine to pick up this, you'd put your name in it or whatever. Oops. Oh, well, thank you. Sorry. All right. It's a good thing. We had to stop and start over again. Okay, that was just my little my Zoom that I'm using for this thing. Usually has a 40-minute time limit. It's supposed to. I've never had one, but okay. So, and then here you can obviously delete these. So if I save it, these would be bigger. The reason these are small is because those are really small images that I had saved for something else. So, but they would be normal size.
Are we limited on size? I see HD video, which I know is going to be a hog on storage space.
You know, if it was just a ton, I'd let you know, but you've got plenty. I can't imagine that you would really.
Don't don't say that. That's what I say every time. But
I don't know what the cap
we will
is,
never.
but you've got.
We will never fill this 10 terabyte.
Right, and then
up.
There you go in 3 weeks.
Then you're busting the rate up. Then you add more.
So no, I don't think. I mean, within reason. I mean, you're on my server,
we
so
wouldn't
you're
have.
fine.
We would probably have links more than we would actually have the high definition. That's always a good thing for YouTube.
Right. I was going to show you. All right. So this HD, so you can put this in, or you can. I don't know why it's not showing right there. These normally are 2 per row. So when you see them, it'll be over here. So all right, here's the YouTube. So you can actually put it on YouTube first and then embed the YouTube. And it is super simple. Watch. So if you wanted to, oh gosh, hold on. Sorry. I'm not inside. You'll find that happens sometimes. I'm not inside editing this article. All right. So now I'm inside it. And YouTube. So let's just say you had some tribute, video or whatever, and it was on YouTube. So all I did was drag it over. You click on it and it pops up this, and then all you literally do is paste the URL from YouTube, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Super easy, not code and yuck.
We have not been able to post a video in years.
Oh, well, now you can. So you can either, if you have them on YouTube, you can do them that way, or you can load it as HD on your site. If you do, you just run the risk of slowing down the page loading. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's like last statewide. I think I broke it down to 4 sections, 1 hour long a piece or something like that, for the people to go back and watch it that were not there. So that'd be ideal to have this year if we videotape it again, throw it up on YouTube, then break it down and put it on there.
Perfect. Yeah, and then that pushes them to the site. All right, and some of the other, let me go back to the front page. So basically that's how to blog. You're going to come here, you're going to add new post, you're going to date it, and then, you're going to drag over your elements that you want. This is the front page again. It's the same exact thing. This is a title. This is text. This is an image. And you'll see that this is split. It's not wrapped around it. Your front page, I've got a custom theme on here. I don't know if you can see this little light gray little number here. That's just on the front page. So, the way that section does. So, that's why it's not wrapped in there. This shop the store is a section, and all I did was pull over this categories. No, I'm sorry, products. These are no, that's categories. Okay. Same thing here. Show your support. That's actually the products that I drug over. So super simple. So if you ever wanted to switch these out, the categories, you only have 5 categories. That's what they are. So I made it where 5 would fit. On this one, I liked the way it looked. I didn't want 5 up there and 5 here. I wanted to break it up. So, but let's say I wanted 5. All I did was change that to 5. Let's say I only wanted 3, so I can make them bigger. I can do that. Okay. And then there's some other options where you can change the picture size. You can add a caption. There's some other, like you can turn off the price if you don't want to show the price. So you'll be able to play with this. This is intuitive enough that you'll be able to play with it and understand what's going on.
I think Eddie's gonna like that.
Yep.
Good. And I'll be available for him too, since he's not here and he's just going to be watching this. I'll be available for him to, call me and ask me questions. I know it well enough. I could be driving down the road and he could ask me a question and I'd be able to answer it. So, all right.
One quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying about the widget for the Send Hub? Can you edit it to make it look pretty?
Yes. I had popped it in there and realized that it was ugly. And not only was it ugly, it was breaking something on the, not breaking, it just made the something up here on the inside pages. This part right here, it was like putting that little border around it because it has its own its own code with it. So I'm just gonna have to edit the code. I'll have to strip it down. So I don't want it to be, I want to use this code instead of their code.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So as we're going with this, these are just that photo gallery. Basically, it's different. This front page is just different than most all other ones, and it's because to have this menu over here. So let me show you what it is again. All right, so there's the 4 products, and here again, this is a slideshow, so we need to pick 3 things to feature here. We'll come back to this in a minute. I need a little text to go here. All right, here's these photos, and they're just photos that I pulled. I think they were in a gallery on the old site. So
yeah, that's a goofy looking guy right there in the left picture.
This
next
one?
to the left, center. Yeah, center. That one.
Are you trying to say?
And over there, 2 more pictures. 2 more pictures center. There's some goofy looking people on there.
Bruce, is he trying to give you a hard time?
I'm not in any of those
You're
pictures.
not in any? Okay, I assume I don't know who they are. So I figured he was giving you a hard time. Oh, it's you.
The
I
one in
figured
the
you were
center
giving Bruce a hard time.
Oh, no, I'll do that anyway.
Yeah.
That's Eddie Fulmer right there on the far left, and me and Eddie right there, and me and Eddie and somebody else on that far right. And gotcha. That third picture is at Dreamland, one of our meetings in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, cool.
Many years ago.
Yeah. All right. So really there's nothing to do. I mean, unless you just want to switch these out. Nothing really to do here. And I'm looking in the preview instead of here. And basically all you do is you just delete and drag a new picture in its place. And you see how you can have, if you wanted to have text on those, you could do that. Okay. So I don't know what to say, so I don't have any text on them. I think they look fine without the text. But if you want to add in, like the event and who's in it maybe or whatever, but you'll see.
I guess time consuming.
Yeah. So I just would leave them like they are, and I wouldn't put the text. I pulled these. These are just off of your current blog, the Second Amendment, and the selection. I only pulled this. There is not a blog in there for this because this election's over, and there were a bunch of pictures in there. So I don't know if you wanted to pull it over or not. And I forgot to ask Bruce.
That'd be a good place right there for the statewide event. Latest news.
Yeah.
So all you would do is just, edit and then put the picture in. So if you've got something, one of you could send me a picture to put in its place, and I can do it for you. So that way it'll be done when we go live.
Yeah, that poster Eddie's working on.
Yeah, Eddie's working on that.
Okay.
I don't know if he's finished with it yet or not.
Alrighty.
Can you put hyperlinks or attributes for a picture? Say if you have a picture with 4 or 5 people in there, if you clicked on one picture within there, I know it's hard for me to tell you. If you have a picture of 5 people, would you be able to click on each person and it carry you to their webpage?
No, you would have to do that through image mapping. There's no really service that would do that without, you'd have to put the code in for it.
Right. Okay.
There's nothing that'll really do that. You could caption it, but it still won't take you anywhere if you captioned it. So I could actually type in.
But in the wording of it, the blog, whatever, you can put the hyperlinks in there.
Oh yeah.
Like to find out more about Bruce, click here, and then have the here as a hyperlink, and then you have the alias for the URL.
Right. So like here, like if I wanted to hyperlink that to the blog, I could, but it's here hyperlink to it, but you could still do it here too.
Right. Okay.
And see, here's that caption I just put in. See, it just says Dennis. So it's just right here under caption, and I could just delete it back out. And then you cannot put hyperlinks in the captions. Sorry. Not possible. All right, these are buttons. So you can drag a button anywhere. And then for this template, you actually have 2 different button styles. You've got a big button and a little button. This is set to the black little button. If I wanted to make a black big button, that's what it looks like. So that's just to keep you from having all crazy colors and, so your website looks uniform. So you got 2 options.
And sizes.
Yes. So,
I remember getting one the size I want and make about 20 copies of it and pull off the side and pull them over and edit each one.
Yeah, so you don't have to do that here. So, too, if you want to change the text, basically all you do is start saying, like you just type it, and then it changes it right there on the button for you. All right. So, I need a little something to go here that possibly could talk about, like below, or, some pictures from some of our events. I don't know. I could come up with something. Just ad lib, whatever. If we can't think, we might as well talk about this real quick. This is a little, let me show you how these things load and they count up to these numbers. And it's just a cool little, it's just a cool little widget. So we can turn it off, or if we can think about something. I was trying to play on like the Second Amendment, but I can't put anything but a 2 there. Actually, I wonder if I can. Let me see if that'll count up. And then, so if we can think of something to put there, after I put it in, I just really haven't really tried to come up with anything.
Is there a way we can do a website count? How many visitors?
Yeah, so that won't work because it's got to be a number for it to count up to. You could. We'd just have to change it every. This is the way this is. It's just like you could put how many members, how many people.
Okay.
Are on the website.
So you edit the number in there and it just counts up to it.
It just counts up. Yeah, it's just a.
Okay. It's a banner.
Yeah, basically. It's just to draw attention to it. So, in some businesses.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. In some businesses, you just immediately have something that you can think about to put there. So, I'm sure if I thought hard enough, I probably could come up with something. So I'll be thinking on it. All right. So basically that's the front page. We need to come up with something, either pull whatever this was and put a little bit of it there, or either switch these out to something like it could be talking about joining the membership this year, or whatever you get with it. So, but I'm going to move on from that real quick. I want to talk about the store. Actually, let's wait for this. No, we better talk about the store so I don't have to go so far in the video. All right. So on this front part, we actually can go to the store, to see it, how they're seeing it. Okay. This is all made. So I can edit the category. I can edit a product or add a product from here. But most of the time I just go to the store setting up here. I'm going to go to products. And here's all of the products. I prefer to see it this way myself. And you can change and see all of the products. Okay, I purposely haven't done this polo so that I can show you, but all right, so all the memberships are first, and it's just probably because they're in alphabetical order, so they start, no, they're not. I don't know why they're in this order, but anyway, you can scroll through and see. You don't have a ton of products. Okay, so if I wanted to, number one, I always, like if I've got another shirt, oh my gosh, so that I don't have to edit all this stuff, let me show you what's in to make a shirt happen. All right, you got your name. Y'all didn't have a description. It's good for SEO to have a description, like support the Second Amendment, join BamaCarry, blah, 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 something or other. You will be able, as soon as this goes live, it says upgrade because it's not live yet. You would be able to put in the number of shirts that you have on hand for these. So when they sell out. Yes.
You're going to make him a happy camper.
Right. So that way he doesn't have to remember to go turn them off or whatever. All right.
Can you send a notification out once it gets to a certain amount? I know it's a little bit asking much from.
I'm not sure. I'll have to check and see if there's a way that I can code that in. All right. So the sizes, so we have medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, and 4X. And you can see the prices that are there. You can run these on sale, and it'll actually scratch out, show a mark through on that price and run them on sale so they look on sale. You are doing $6 shipping, so you don't have to put the product weight in. And I assume since you have so few products that you don't need a SKU.
All right, hang on just a minute. We sell a lot of decals. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we're charging any kind of shipping charge unless it might be 50 cents for the postage for those decals or the patch or something like that.
Right. Okay. I need to.
Isn't that right, Paul?
Okay. We need to see.
I don't think we're charging $6 shipping for a.
Oh gosh, I hope not. Yeah.
Okay. $2
for a dollar sticker. Yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna do to make this work, and I'll set this up and it'll just work. But when you put new products in, you're going to need to know whatever weight I choose for this. So it's going to be like 2 pounds, let's say. I know it doesn't, you don't have to worry that it doesn't weigh that much, but I'm going to have 2 different weights. So if something, the little bitty things, I'm going to say weigh like 2 ounces and the shirts weigh 2 pounds. So I'm going to set up a rule in the shipping that anything under 1 pound gets charged 50 cents or $1 or whatever you want that to be. And then shirts are $6. So you'll have 2 different flat rate shipping prices. Yes?
Sounds good.
Okay.
But instead of 2 pounds, 2 ounces, do something like 2 pounds and 3 ounces. So just enough difference in the numbers where you won't. You can
Yeah. So there's not just two in there twice. Yeah. Okay.
2 and a 2.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Good idea. Okay. So that basically, when you put a shirt in, every single time you'll know to put a 2 in. And then if you are putting in something that weighs just a little bit, you're going to put, and it's actually going to be like 0.03 or 0.3 or something like that. So because it's in pounds, so you got to get it to where it's lower. But then in the back end, it will figure itself. It'll know correctly. Yes, Bruce.
I was going to say, you've got the login for the other site, and I think those weights are already set up over there. You might just pull it across or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I can set it to where if the shipping's working well in the old site, I can just pull it the way and set it up exactly the way it is now. And I'll be able to do that tonight.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right. While we're on the products, what about the actual? I know there's nothing been purchased yet. We can't see it, but how are we going to know, and what information is going to come up in our system we got now? it generates an invoice for us
Right.
with their name, address, phone number, email address. And then some of the things we've been having problems, and here lately we've lost the email address on the invoice. So I have to go cross over to PayPal to find out what their email address when they paid for it, to cross it back over to do the filings to set up the spreadsheet that we keep. And I know that you're probably lost with everything I'm saying, but
You just want to make sure the email address is
email, phone number, and there needs to be two things.
Let me write this down, and I'm going to do a test after we get off.
Okay.
All right. So email, phone,
Name and address, of course.
All right, y'all talk ugly. I'm back.
All right.
I like.
And that needs to be the billing information, and then there needs to be a shipping
Okay. So billing
column
and shipping.
with the same thing over there. What Eddie does, he takes those invoices and he cuts out the part for the shipping information and puts it on his packages when he takes them to the post office to mail them.
Okay. I can set up. I have part of that set up.
Okay.
So I just need to double check that the email was on there. So the shipping is on there, because there's a way that you can turn off to, like, for them not to have to fill it out again. But I have it set so they have to fill it out. And then I just need to test and make sure that it actually sends it on the invoice, the notification that you get.
All right. Go to
Now,
the product.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So is he getting that on the email, or is he logging in the system and getting printing the invoice to do that?
He's printing an invoice.
Okay.
We do get an email letting us know that an order came in.
Okay. Yes.
And it actually sends that invoice to us.
Okay. All right. I want to show you real quick before you say, just because I'm here. So like those shirts that I was in, because they have all of those sizes and everything, and let's say that they have the weights, they will have the weights from now on. You can actually click this and you can clone the product. So that way you don't have to fill that out every single time. So like if you had a long sleeve shirt, I would just clone this. So that, actually right here. So I would copy it. So I select it and then I would copy it. Okay. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show you there. So that way you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time.
All right. Go back up to that first one up there where it had the BamaCarry membership and the SD, that one right there. That purchase, there needs to be a form. Okay. That's what I was going to ask. The form that's mandatory. We have to send them.
Actually, I couldn't. I know it's this one, but hold on. I don't think I have it turned on. I was testing it with this one, not the donation.
Okay.
No, digital good. Okay, I was testing it with this one. So it'll be a digital. I got it. Anyway.
Okay. Good deal.
It's a digital thing, and it's going to send them to the form when they check out. It's going to tell them they have to fill out this form.
Good deal. So, and they can't check out until they do it, correct?
Right.
Okay. That's what we've had a big problem with. I ended up having to send emails to the ones that ordered it because they didn't fill out the form.
I got you. All right. What do I do with that? Let me just make a note right here so I can double check. So part of this I can't test until it goes live, which seems so bad. I actually could probably put it in mine. I have a store on mine, and I can test it that way.
Okay.
All right. Let me just make sure I know that I can test that tonight. Okay. And I have the form, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Nope, not that one. The one that's $95. I don't see it on that screen. 1 year membership, GOA, and SDF. All three of them. That'll have to require the form too.
All right. Does this one, because it says SDF too?
Yes.
The 1 year? Okay, so all three of these have. Okay.
Anything that they're buying, SDF's got to have that form filled out for us to send to them.
Okay. Hey, I think I see. I do not see. Hold on. Don't you have a 5 year?
Yep.
All right, let me show you on this one. Okay, I don't see it on here. So even if we do, I'll delete it. But anyway, so if I were to take this 1 year, because it's a 5 year, it's just yours. Actually, I need to change this anyway, but we're going to copy it. All right, see how I copied it? Now I'm going to edit it. I just want to show you how easy this is. So both of them I'm going to change. I'm going to say 1 year BamaCarry. Oh,
Bammy. Bammy. Whammy Bammy.
BamaCarry. Oh, it's
one word.
One word. Yep. BamaCarry membership. All right, how much is it? 100? No.
Oh, the 5 year?
5 year. I'm changing it to the 5 year.
Oh.
Is it 100? Okay, there's no break. Okay. So it's 100. And it's basically going to say the same thing. Although we need a little break in there so they can see it. Okay. And then all the rest of it is that there's no tracking or anything. I mean, like literally that is it that we have to do to that. So that one's in there. Let me go back and find this one real quick so I don't have to later. Where did it go? I'm just going to put the word BamaCarry in here. All right. So you also have these categories. So I have shirts, hats, accessories, memberships, donations, and then events. So we would be able to do the event in here too, where it's just like the membership and they fill out their information and then it's going to email them. If I do it as a digital product,
Ticket.
yes, I can actually, now everybody's ticket has to look the same. So they would bring a ticket, but they would bring their receipt with it. And we would say in that download that you have to bring the ticket that you print out and your invoice that came with it. If you wanted to do it through here.
So you wouldn't have a sequential number.
Not on the ticketing if you use this system. So that was, we talked about staying with who you were with, but I want to give you this option that if you wanted to run it through here, you can. You just can't do they would have to bring their invoice with it, which is sequential. I mean, but it's sequential based on the fact that there's shirts and hats sold with it too. So
right, 20% of the people won't even bring their own tickets. That's how come we have to look their names up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe they would.
So you're asking them to bring two things.
Well, they're going to get it at the same time, though. So hopefully they would know to print both of them out and, bring them.
Nah,
I just want to give, So I want to give you that as an option that it can be done if you want to do that.
Now, is that going to generate us a list of the names?
If you go in and just like he was going in and putting if I go to orders, which we don't have any in here, you actually can export. Like I could search for, I think I could search for all of a specific product and I could export the orders, which would get everybody. So it might be good enough for you, but it won't be in like a.
I think all we need is a name, don't we, Paul, for the check-in table?
Yeah.
So that might work, and I can test it. So.
But when we got somebody that's buying 5 tickets, they're not going to have 5 different names on there.
What I was experimenting with was to give them a box that they had to write who the tickets were for.
Okay.
In the order form. So that's possible. So I can see. I didn't want to put a ton of time in it if you were going to still use the same, ticket, whatever it was. I know it's not Ticket Hub, but whatever it was.
This late in the ball game, we probably still go with the Yahtzee this year, but this is definitely something to look at for next year.
Yeah, and once you do, that'll give me time to test it too. Once the store is live and I can actually put in a test event and then we can test it, we could see if we can collect everything and show you what it would look like for next year.
Question, can you go live and this be loaded under a different name for testing purposes?
I can, but I can go live based on just a regular address, yes.
In other words, not a name, but like a 10.2.14.168 type thing. Just type in IP address instead of the name.
Well, what I'm trying to do, I guess what I'm asking, can we get this live to play with, like under
You want to shadow copy?
that the
Right.
actual public cannot use it,
Right.
and still use the current store,
Right.
or the current website. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, and moving it is the issue. The second time of moving it is the issue, but yes, I can.
Well, if that's a problem, just forget that.
But I do know, actually I can, let me think about that, because there may be an easier way to do it. So
isn't it some of these hosting folks don't allow you to move a site more than once within a certain time frame?
That's part of the issue. And then too, the payment processor is dependent on
that's true.
For you to be legit, and not be flagged. So that's really the issue is, and getting the SSL. Even to test, you need an SSL certificate to protect the encryption, the payment processing, and they look at that. So either I couldn't put it on, and then I can't move that fast enough, or they won't let me move it. So it looks sketchy. Let me put it that way.
It does.
I mean, even though they know that you're trying to test it, it would flag it, and it creates, they have parameters in place that you can't move it that fast. Even though you have a legit.
Well, the thing of it is, even the web page as is better than what we have now.
I was gonna say, and I know the store is gonna be fine, and we would just have to tweak, like if your first invoice came in and we needed to tweak something on the invoice, but I don't think that'll be the case. So I think it's gonna be fine. So,
well, let me ask another stupid question.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've been working with a bunch of people from Austria all day, so my English is getting kind of bad today. Were we changing emails over with you?
We had said to begin with, yes, we can do that in a tiered system. I can make the site live and keep your email where it is, and then switch your email over a weekend and do it where we do one thing and then the other. I can just push the IP address for the website to go live.
Right. And that's what I was just trying to remember. If I got so much things, one day my head's going to split open and go 15 different directions. But yeah, that's what I was trying to remember on our conversation about. I think we're using Bluehost now.
Yeah, I think so.
And not saying it's not a good one, but I like having everything
together.
local.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to be able to call and say, hey, this is going on. So.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot to that. We just put in big old order with shirts and stuff. We have been getting them all over different places, but actually right here locally, we've got some good prices, and it means a lot when you put an eyeball on somebody you do business with.
That's right.
And it's also convenient too when you put in an order for shirts, whatever, drive by and pick them up.
Definitely.
It's just that community type thing when you can sit there and say, hey, having a problem, can I stop by, or can we talk about it or whatever?
Right.
And picking up the phone and getting the same person is huge also.
Definitely. Knowing who you're talking to. I am going to
talking
link.
to Spectrum about my. I've been talking to Spectrum about my internet, and the world's worst thing is get disconnected and you call back and.
I was talking as well. So I am. All of these are red because they were linked, and that for some reason that 5-year product wasn't in. So I'm just going to show you real quick while I'm doing it. So for the sake of having the video, basically I selected this. I'm doing a product page. I can type in, like I know it has a 5 in it, but I can type in 5-year, and and I'm going to go to product, and then there it is, 5-year BamaCarry. But I could have just clicked products and searched through until I found it. All right,
Yes,
so now that's linked.
Speaking of red, if you go back to chapters, there's people with red lettering and names in there.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me get this. I'm just going to do this join now. And this join now, I'm sending it to the category of memberships. So they get to all of everything that's a membership in one place. All right, so that page is good. All right, chapters. Oops. There was, I'm not sure. Oh, it's going to their Facebook page, but hold on, I can't see. No, it's not. Normally it would have the link in there. Evidently something I'm just going to remove it. So if we've got
that was put there. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
yeah, I'm removing them now. We can go back in and add any that are there because the link's not there. It didn't come over for some reason. It thinks there's a link there, but it would normally have a big long link. So I'm just taking this out. So anybody that does have a Facebook page that we need to link to, I need to get those.
All of them.
I can actually I can get them from.
There's a spreadsheet with all those on there, or a Word document that we had.
That's what that is, Paul. That came strictly from that Word document.
Yeah, I pasted it. Yeah.
It's formatting from Word.
Well, if I knew. Oh, the white ones are good. The white ones are the ones. Yeah. Okay, so like Franklin. Oops. So like I can grab it this way, but I'd have to go back and make sure. Like, is there more than one for Franklin? Oh no. Let's see. Where's Franklin? I actually would probably want to do something different and say like Facebook group. I need to, and this is hard to read the way it is, so I would probably change this up a little bit, but I want to show you what is possible. All right, so now there's their Facebook group. Probably would want to do like either spaces in between these, or I could make 2 columns of them or something so that it makes it a little bit easier to read. Any suggestions?
I wonder if you put the county and the name, and then enter to put it on separate. I know it'll probably go forever.
Hold on. This was the title that got put over. All right, hold on. I mean, I actually could just do something like this and make separate, like if they have a Facebook group, and I could make 2 columns of, and make it look something like this, or.
I think that looks better and separate.
I think so too.
Yeah, we were just trying to cram as much as we could get on one page, front and to use as a handout.
All right, just watch real quick. I'm gonna do 3 so you can see what it looks like. Just to make sure. Oops. All right, watch. See, I use this all the time. My customers don't typically use it, but so I just copied that and I moved it. Hold on. All right, and so now there's 2 of them, and then I'll copy. Oops, I already copied it twice. Oh no, I didn't. Here we go. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna copy this page. I'm gonna see if I can make 3 columns of them and how it'll look. On mobile, it will just make them all lined up. Like you won't see the columns. They'll just line them up one on top of the other. All right, so that's what 3 columns of it would look like.
Oh, I think that's nice.
Yep.
All right, and then basically what I'd do is come in here and do this. And then I would fix it. So it won't take me long to fix this. And mainly the reason I'm just showing you so y'all won't be scared of, like editing in the future, that it's just really not bad. And then I can go find these off the map, and I won't have to have any input from y'all to make this work.
I think that looks nice and organized. The other one another person looked like I dropped in by helicopter.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm just going to get this done, and then I can finish this without y'all having to be on here. And then, like, if they have a Facebook group, it'll go down and it'll say Facebook.
Yep.
That Baldwin County phone number dropped of 2 at the beginning.
Oh, thank you. All right. So, yeah. Delete. Okay. So it would look similar to that, and then their Facebook group would be linked. So it would be the red link right there. And I probably would even do just bold the top line like that. And then I'll finish out the page. And then y'all can see these updates in real time, so you'll be able to see when this is done. So yeah, that'll look good.
I like that. It distinguishes it and makes it look a little clearer.
It's much easier to read on the eye. I can't, if I had to, that's why I was saying I'd definitely put a space or something between there. All right, so I got that. So I wrote that down to finish that up. So we talked about the products and the weights, so I'll log in and do that. The membership, Bruce, you were gone, but I'm going to show it again real quick. This page is good. I linked that 5-year. It wasn't in the store. I linked it while you were gone, and then this join now.
I saw you do that.
Oh, okay. Goes to the whole group page, whatever, all of them. All right.
Paul was asking a stupid question when I left. That's why I left.
Well, you're back. I can come up with another one.
All right. So this community actually is going to a blog page. So since you're seeing it on this video or whatever, I'm going to change it. This word community will not be clickable because I've got the blog down here, and I had to have something there at the time, but it's just not going to be clickable. At the time that I built it, I forgot that I didn't make it whatever. So we're going to wait and talk about the forum in a minute. The calendar, I'm going to look for a better code to embed here. It's what you sent me, which is, I know you can't see this, but it says calendar.google.com/calendar, and then it's your calendar. That's what you pasted out. So I'm going to have to see what's wrong with it.
Okay.
So, but it'll embed, it'll look just like it does in Google, but it'll be wrapped in the middle of your site.
Okay.
All right, resources. And this is just the stuff. This is like there's a gallery. I forgot that was on there. A little slideshow, and they can right click and save these. There's the mobile phone background. There's your brochure. You send me the new brochure because I don't think this is the new one.
I did send it to you.
Okay. I need to make sure that it, does that look like the new one? It might be the new one. I'm making myself a note. Hold on.
No, it is not the new one because the new one has about a white space on the very back page enough to put a address label on so folks can put, the group leaders can put their chapter information on there.
Okay, good. I wrote that down, so I'll go find it and link that there. It's also on that membership page, so I'll double check that it's linked there properly as well. All right. Why are you not hovering? All right, so that's resources. And then the blog we've already talked about. The only thing that's in the blog currently is the Dennis Stacy article. If there's anything from the other site you want me to pull, like that Second Amendment that's on the front page, hold on. Hold on. I thought y'all had a blog. Maybe you don't have a blog. Maybe it's just on the front page. This thing right here. Yeah, you do have one. Do you want me to pull? Do you want this pulled over? And is there a bunch of other stuff that needs to be pulled over? Hold on. So this is the selection. And there's that Second Amendment. There's another vote. So because these were like in the past and they were about voting, I didn't pull them over. So I just need to know what of this you want pulled over.
Yeah, we don't need that election stuff now.
Yeah.
Since he's got all of our passwords, Bruce, you remember Gmail password?
I don't know that I remember it, but I got it written down.
Oh, I saw it here a minute ago. Bama Guns 07. There you go.
But that's for PayPal. So it could be the same for the Gmail though.
No.
That's a PayPal login, Paul.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
I'll just put it in here.
I don't have. Well, yeah, that's where are you talking about the Google Calendar? Isn't that?
Yeah, it's on. It would be, yes, it would be that same login. Hey, did you send me that? Hold on, it would be here if you did. Let me see. Hold on. Google Calendar. Yeah, here it is.
No, that's
No.
Oh yeah. There
Okay.
you go. Bama Gun 17 pound.
Yeah. All right, good.
I hope that's it.
So I didn't see. This is the. Hold on. Let me see what happens.
That's what I got on my password sheet.
Yeah, look at there. That pulled that up. I'm gonna have to play with it. So this does work when you click it, but it is not working when I embed it. So I'll fix it. It's just maybe there was an extra stray character or something, but I'll be able to fix it. Okay. Back to the blog because I need a little more like these things. You want me to pull these old stuff?
I don't see a problem with it for right now until we can get some new content put in there. Don't pull that one over.
I mean, anything that's like these will speak. You want those?
No,
I mean, I wouldn't.
Scroll back up where you start those pictures. Dan, that one don't need to go. That one don't need to go.
No.
Jan Morgan don't need to go.
Gee,
what's that?
Constitutional
That pre-file. That's 2017. And we don't know the bill number. We hope it's going to be SB1, but we don't know that yet.
Man, these are hard to read, like the way y'all's blog is. I'm glad we're doing something different.
It's hurting my eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll pull anything that I think's supposed to come.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
I was going to say anything where you got down to those profile pictures about the
Right.
conference, they don't need to cross over.
Okay. All right. And there's the legislation. Oh, so I don't know if I was using for filler here. So the representatives, let's just take those out because I don't know who they are. I mean, I do know who they are. I mean, I can look it up, but I don't know like off the top.
Well, it's good to know that we can do that and maybe link an email address to it. Because
exactly.
When we start,
like for people to push people to call their congressman, whatever,
sure.
to fuss at them. So, but for the sake of right this second, so just remember that if you want to do that, we certainly can. So,
okay.
I'm actually gonna put some space there. All right, and those click out and go to wherever they did on the old site. All right, frequent. So that page is basically done, or is done until if you want to add the representatives, we can do that. All right, and the frequently asked questions, that's done. I just pulled it straight over. The contact us, you saw earlier.
We took the CS phone out.
All right, so let me go back to the store real quick. Not for this, but I want to show you the donations.
Yeah, I like the way you had that laid out.
Yeah, I just wanted to cover that on this video too. So, all right, so we've got donate to BamaCarry, and then we've got donate to the legal fund. All right, both of them are the same. There's incremental, and again, until it goes live, I can do this as a drop down, or I can do this as a radio button. There's two options. I think I prefer it as the drop down, but it won't show it to you until it's live. So I have it as this radio button so that you could see all of the ones that were in there.
Is there any way you can set up a reoccurring, like if somebody wants to just do $10 a month?
There is. We'd have to do a separate PayPal. Like I'd have to log into your PayPal and create a separate donation. I couldn't run it through the website doesn't do recurring billing, but PayPal can.
Okay, that's. I know we had membership set up like that, but also, it's for recurring. Somebody wants to, hey, $5 that much, $5 a month. Well, over a year's time, that's $60. That's $40 more than we get for a membership.
Right. I will check and make sure that I'm not saying wrong on that. So let me make a note. Okay. All right, so that's basically everything that's here now. So there's just a few things that we need to kind of fill in with something. Uh-oh. Are y'all still hearing me? I just saw a note that my internet's messed up. Okay. Well, good. Okay. So.
All right. Is that the opening page?
Yes.
The scrolling thing at the top.
Yes. I will pop that in. What is it supposed to say? It's not in because I don't know what did you say?
Well, that's what we talked about that, and I was going to ask Paul what he thought would something be good there. I thought about putting I don't forgot what we talked about, Julie.
It was something about I was driving, so I couldn't write it down, but it was something about it was like a motto, like protect and carry and blah blah blah. Like it was something that you rattled it off like it's something that you use a lot.
I know, and I don't remember what it was.
Defend, protect.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh.
How about BamaCarry, the only no compromise gun rights group in Alabama?
Oh, it was something like that. It was that, not that, but something similar to that. All right. Um, you want the .org there, or just BamaCarry?
Just BamaCarry. Alabama's only no compromise gun group.
Okay.
I think
And it'll be a red bar that it'll just tick across. It's going to be above. So it'll be smaller than this black bar that's up there, but it'll be like that across the top. It'll probably take up that much of the room. Here,
I was thinking I had something similar to that, but it had BamaCarry.
It was longer than what he just said.
The largest no compromise gun rights group. And then I got to thinking, Paul, about a scrolling thing that says this site is dedicated to founding in the memory of founding member Dennis Stacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
The site is
dedicated. Site is dedicated to founding member in the honor of. Is dedicated in the honor of Dennis Stacy. Does that sound? Founding member Dennis Stacy.
Is it EY or just?
I think it's just Y.
Just CY.
Okay.
And Paul, going back to Dennis, did we not discuss giving Debbie a honorary membership or a lifetime membership or something like that?
That's what we discussed.
But we never did do anything.
Well, aren't we always doing that?
Yeah.
We're good in the planning stage. We just fail in the follow through. Yeah, I think that we mentioned it, didn't have any. Sometimes nobody say nothing as good as someone saying yes. But I agree with you. We ought to name that instead of legal fund, the Dennis Stacy legal fund.
Yep.
That was his baby.
It sure was. Seeing all that, Paul?
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, just made that bigger. And anyway, okay.
I know about it. I just can't remember none of it.
I wanted to show you this. You're not seeing this live because the site's not live yet, but see, in the preview you see, you don't see this social media stuff, but it's up there. And then the ticker will be above all of that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we just have to, I got to have something to put here. So the statewide and then two other things. And then we're going to come up with something for here. And we got to talk about whatever these pictures are. Or it doesn't even have to be that. It can be the upcoming event. It can be anything. I just need something.
I think right now, pushing statewide is a big thing.
Yeah.
We had some pictures from last year put on there. We actually had a video from last year. We need to. I tell you what's bad is we had a good commercial for last year from it, but I'm not sure we need to use it. There's some people in there that's no longer with us.
Oh yeah, if you don't have.
Can you blur them out?
Yeah. Hang on 1 second, okay?
All
Sorry,
right.
1 second.
Put a little Mickey Mouse head on them.
Sorry, my dog got up under the bed and I heard him chewing on something. So.
Usually cords.
Yeah, I want to make sure it wasn't something he wasn't supposed to be chewing on. Anyway, he came out like he was in trouble, so he must have been. So I'll get to find that out later. Okay, so basically, I'm going to finish up these few things that I've got here, and Bruce, can you see them in the morning and see if what you want to do about going live, or give me till lunch just in case I fall asleep tonight. I stayed up till like 3 this morning.
Let me say this. I don't think we're ready to go live yet. We're close, but I don't think we're ready yet.
Okay.
You might disagree with me, Paul. I don't know.
It's close enough you can smell it. You just can't see it yet.
Okay. Well, can you send me, so you can see the front page. So can you send me something for here, something about statewide, and if we don't have an image for it from last year, actually an image from last year would be grand.
It's not the same speakers.
Oh. Wait, there's a brochure, right? That you said Eddie was working on?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we would end up putting there. What's this thing that I've got here, the shooting education range?
That is a portable, inflatable BB gun range. We towed all over the state.
Teaching kids gun safety.
All right. So can we put that there and just say, that can be the title, Teaching Kids Gun Safety. And then just say something about, just a little write-up about
next generation.
Instead of kids.
Teaching gun safety. Yeah.
All right. And then I just need a little bit of something to go there and just say, with our portable gun range, we, hit events, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We're trying to teach the second or next generation. I just need a little flowery fluff to put there.
You fluffing better than I could.
Sounded good to me.
Okay. Well, how often does it go? Where does it go?
It was.
You have events. This is a different event besides statewide.
Right. Most of the time they're out there at
festivals,
fairs, festivals, outdoors. Just anytime anybody wants it, we'll tote it around there. As long as we got enough people to work it.
Sure.
That's the hardest thing. Believe it or not, that thing right there will wear you out. You get a bunch of kids wanting to shoot.
Yeah, I bet. All right, well, I can probably fluff that up. All right, we got to think of a third thing. So we got statewide, we got this. What's something else major?
I think we did a big write-up on the self-defense fund. Why you need it?
Yep, that'd be good.
All right.
Right there.
Just how easy that was?
We could come up with, how much you could be out hundreds of thousands of dollars, defending yourself or whatever, and we offer this. You kind of want to bring it out why you need it. Then after that, follow through. But we are in partnership with the Self-Defense Fund and with membership. Now, speaking of that membership, once you get to the community, go back over to the community for a second. The forum, the calendar, resources, and blog. All this from that point on be membership only?
Where only they can see it, or?
Yeah, I mean, rest of it looks like, it's pretty good for anybody who wants to come on there. But if you want to see what's going on behind the scenes, to get in the forum, to see the events, well, maybe not the calendar, but the forums, and all that stuff.
Yes.
Well, you have to.
It can't. We got two different ways to do that. So you can, and that's what I would prefer to do, is for the forum to not be seen by the general public because of the way the forum works. Basically, right. You're going to have a login up here, and then these will show up, or it'll show locked, and then we could probably even push them to join so that they can get in.
Or put in parentheses, members only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it lets you know, hey, if I want to get in there, I got
exactly.
To
I got to join, and it's only $20. Come on. So
$60 something a month.
Yeah. So, all right, and I will. We don't Do y'all have? This is. I didn't get I had not really thought about so is the forum working on your site now? Because I can't see it from the beginning because, from up here.
Forum? A forum?
Forum.
Forum. On our old page?
It's there, but we never used it yet.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. So that's what I was that was the last thing we were going to talk about is this forum. Do I have anything to put in it yet? Because when you look at it, this is all we need to come up with some categories and stuff. I've
got a list of stuff that Billy Denton sent to me of things that he would like to see.
Okay. Yeah. So all I have right now, news and off top.
Hey, you're the only member in there.
I know. Membership has its privileges.
And the forum was also supposed to be set up with a page for each county.
Right. So are they the counties from this map?
From the map, correct.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pull those.
Now the question is, how are we going to limit only Walker County folks to get in Walker County?
I thought we ended up deciding that it was all right for the other ones for them to look. We probably can still do it, but I was thinking the last time we talked that we had just decided that since they're a paying member, that because they travel and they may want to go to a meeting somewhere else, that to leave them open. Just because there's people that live like I live really close to Hale County. Or whatever. Or if I live in two places. So if I wanted to go see the Baldwin County thing while I was down there versus up here.
I'm saying what you're saying, because if you limit, it's like put mule blinds on you. But on the other side of the stuff, you'll have one person who is a BamaCarry gypsy who will find themselves in 12 different pages and all this stuff. And I understand from that standpoint, but also, like I said, there's some people that go to several different events, wants to know what's going on in that county. I'm a member of several. Well, I think I'm a member of all BamaCarry pages. But, that's like Pickens County. They got their own page, but half of them come to the Tuscaloosa meetings.
Yeah, so I was thinking.
Well, hang on just a minute. As far as what you're talking about, Judy, somebody wanting to see they're in a county that they don't live in. Those events are posted on our calendar. They can go to the calendar and say, "Oh, Baldwin County is having a meeting here tonight, and I'm in Baldwin County." Or Thursday night they're having a meeting in Gadsden, and I'm going to be in Gadsden. I'll go to it.
Or what's the other stuff they're going to be talking about? So I can imagine they might be trying to sell a truck, or maybe not a truck, but they're talking about other stuff. So it, in my mind, would hurt those people. Forums are hard to make work now because of Facebook. So you're going to have so little participation in the forum that you need all the people to be able to talk on them to have some participation.
Yeah.
To me, a forum is a book, and each group is a different chapter. You can go from one chapter to the other, but they're all the same part of the same book.
Because what if they want to post, I don't know, if they're having
I say what you're saying.
Something else that
maybe we need to rethink about even doing a chapter page for each group.
I wouldn't, because it is so hard to click around and to have to look, if they would have to post it in multiple places.
We could do a region.
Yeah, we got 7 regions.
That makes more sense to me.
And within that region, you have anywhere from
9 to 11 or 12 counties.
Yeah, but that region will cover the whole section.
So how many members do you have now?
Right about 1,300.
Okay, that's a good number. Forums used to really, really work well. And then now, because of Facebook and everybody's on Facebook, you can't hardly get them off of Facebook and into a forum. Now, this is an older clientele, so it still should work. It's just,
I think she's calling you old, Bruce.
Yeah, I guess think so.
hey, I'm y'all's age. Just about.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I see your picture right there. You
I'm
lying?
40. I'm 46.
Oh, I got underwear that old.
So I'm part of that. I'm part of that age that we're talking about.
Well, here,
That older
Julie,
clientele. So
along those same lines, Julie, one of the reasons for the forum and limited it to members only is Facebook is shutting down sites where folks want to go to say, I got a pistol for sale.
yeah.
They don't allow that. If they find it, they shut them down.
Right. Okay.
That's one of the things for the forum.
All right. So why would so all right, so that's a member, and so you were talking about shutting down, being able to see in other counties. Well, if somebody's got a 911,
Well, no.
I might want to go find it.
Well, the thing of it is that a buy, sell, and swap would be open to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That right there is probably going to bring tons of members in just because there's no pages really doing that. And if so, you may end up seeing a gun that's as in Seattle, Washington that you want to get, and it's not probable. So the thing of it is this will be everybody local in the state of Alabama. If you want it bad enough, you'll go drive. But yeah, all the gun buy, sell, and swap pages
It'll be in the same one. Okay, so you're not going to be. What would the other people be talking about? That's in the normal.
What's going on in the news? Bills coming up.
Okay, that does not need. Okay, so the reason why I'm being devil's advocate here is because you don't want them having to click a whole bunch of different places. So if you're talking about, like, I'm trying to wonder if you do need the counties, and because you don't want them to have to click and click and click and click. You want to have, because they're going to have threads inside. I mean, you could have 40 threads inside.
I'm going to say no, just because I've dealt with end users day in and day out at work. Heaven forbid they ever really go to the internet and have to click more than twice.
Exactly. So, I mean, you want to make it like you want them to be able to talk. You want them to be able to participate easily and be able to find what they're looking to. So I would try to keep some, like, I don't know, 8 or 10 categories that are like buy, sell, in the news, upcoming legislation. Like that would be 3. Area meetings, you could put them in there too. And that way, if they wanted to talk about whatever in that thread, they could.
You could put what's happening local and click on it and have 7 different regions in there. If you want to know what's going on in your region, you click on that region.
Okay.
But you have the ability to go to the others. But
yeah,
people do. If you got to click more than 3 times, you're going to lose them.
Right. Just because of especially everybody's attention span is so short now because of Facebook, social media.
We've got
so we want to have as little, we want to try to keep a few clicks as possible. And then where they can scan through, because what's going to happen is they're going to see, like in news, then they're going to see like 20 topics that they've got that they're going to search through, that they're going to read the captions and then decide where to go from there. So you want to have few categories with lots of stuff inside, if at all possible.
Right.
And it's going to grow too. So like you'll be able to decide, like you'll be able to split it off and break it up once you get going. So if you see that there's a need, you'd be able to keep adding categories to it. It's not like
just a quick thing. How would you add another topic?
I'm not logged in. I don't even remember what I made the dang login. Hold on.
Well, there you are, right there.
I know. Hold on. I got to be out here.
You don't have face recognition?
Yeah. I'm good. Let's see. Wait for him. Stop it.
You outrun your clicker.
I know it. I think it's my internet. Let me see if it'll let me sign in.
Welcome to the new AT&T.
Come on. Oh, yay. I'm hoping I signed in with Facebook. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. So, all right, I can edit my for forum admin. So, all right, hold on. So forums. So here we go. So we're going to have a new one.
Buy, sell, and swap. Firearms and accessories.
All right. All right. So anyone can read this forum or only members. So we're going to leave it right now. Anyone.
Can you have another page before you click on there where you agree, you know, to some sort of
when they join
the
yeah, the
well,
forum.
I'm talking about just the buy, sell, and swap.
Oh.
So if you come in there, you'll have a little pop up or something that says you do not hold BamaCarry is not liable for the purchase.
You would want to put the very first topic that's sticky up there that says that, and
inside that particular category.
Yeah, inside that category.
Yeah.
Or yeah, by joining this forum, you agree.
Well, they're not going to be joining that one. Isn't that going to be for everybody?
Yeah, but by
viewing it basically by
using this particular forum that you promise not to hold BamaCarry liable for any sales, swap, or.
We actually could put it in the hold on. Let me go back to the admin. Where
I'll be back.
Again?
You actually could put it here by using this this is where I would put it. By using this forum, you agree
not to hold BamaCarry liable for any sales or trades. Oh, your S has got hung up. I hate when you stutter type.
Oh, I'm typing. All right, save. Hold on a second, okay? One second. Hello? We're here. Okay. Hold on. On the check you already have? Okay. Oh. Okay. 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 What is it again? 29? Okay. Going to Montgomery Stockyard? Okay. Okay. Do you still need a truck and check? No, you don't need a truck and check because that was on there. You don't need that stuff, so you're using that one other. Okay. I was making sure that was the same truck. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. We'll be here till the end of the week. Okay. Yeah, they'll care. It's fine. Just kind of to slant it sideways. Okay. I'll come down tomorrow and sign it. You'll have to call him. I'm going to call for whatever. So call him on his. Okay. Thanks. Bye. I am so sorry.
Oh, that's no problem. I carry on 5 conversations at work
Yeah,
all the time.
sorry. That was cows got bought. So anyway. So, all right. I think that's the best way. This is what it's going to look like.
Well,
and you see how easy it was to change. So,
yeah.
And going forward, you'll be able to make changes. So,
well, that's why I was wondering if the first topic, if you said that stays up top, if we had that also in there, where you agree with this by sign your name.
Yeah,
So
it can be.
It's like a post in there.
Right. Let me see. Like, something like please initial to.
Well, I was talking about that inside the buy, sell, and swap.
Oh, inside, not as a like.
No.
regular.
Yeah. So once you open it, that's going to be the first thing in the
Oh,
form. Then
right. Yes. Once you get in, that's what I was going to.
To the top.
Yeah, that's what I was going to show you in a minute ago. So one of you as the admin, not me, would come in and do start a topic, and here's where you're going to say that,
Okay.
and then tell them to initial. Yeah, and you're going to make it sticky, so it stays at the top.
Well, initial it or type in your name.
Yeah, either. Yeah, I would say either one.
Yeah, you could have.
And I would
Billy
say
Bob
all members must initial here, blah blah blah. If we don't kick you out of the farm or whatever.
There you go. Well, it's just liability. I mean, it just kind of covers us. You can't hold us liable, and by saying this, you're agreeing to that. You're just not walking in there and say, "Oh, I didn't see that."
Right. Exactly. So you can see that's pretty easy to use. So we can. I think it'll take long to get that fleshed out.
And see, as far as the forum, I hope it's used a whole lot. I really do. But with Facebook,
it may be, but it's hard to pull. There's a huge discussion on what I do right now. I've got several other customers that do what I do that are trying to pull their people off of Facebook and have a forum and a membership, whatever, and they just can't make it work. Now, you're different though, because of your clientele is much different.
We may wake up the next morning and find out we don't have a Facebook page.
Right. So you have to, exactly. And that's what you need to be talking to your members, that it really business needs to be done here and not on Facebook, for the sake of, you don't want Big Brother knowing and whatever.
And the thing of it is that we may close down the Facebook page just for admins.
Yeah.
To post and comment. And that way, if you want to know, see what's going on, you got to come here.
Gotcha. And that would force them to come, so which would be good.
Well, the thing of it is that you look on our page, we got 25,000, 20. How many do we have? That's BamaCarry. Got 20,526 people. That's on that page.
And we got to convert them into members.
Well, yeah, but it's bad when you have less than 10% as actual paid members.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And a lot of people get pulled in there because, Johnny joined, and Johnny likes what he sees, and I know all my friends will, so I'm going to bring them in. And in reality, they have no intentions of ever
right
going on there or whatever. But it looks good when you go to Montgomery and say we got over 20,000 people on our Facebook page. Bragging rights, yeah. And they can go there and say, hey, yeah. But
Julie, I just emailed you that picture about statewide to put in that slot on that.
It. And I'll probably crop it so that it'll be. All right.
Hey, there's Bruce. Statewide picture.
Bruce. All right, can y'all think of anything else? Oh, no, that'll fit there. I won't be cropping that.
My wife just says, "Don't ever let me hear you say anything about women can talk and talk and talk."
She says, get off.
She's watching her cooking shows.
Oh.
Oh, you missed it, Bruce.
Huh?
You just missed it.
Missed what?
The forum right there at the beginning of it. It says it right there. By using this forum, you agree to not hold BamaCarry liable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it when she was still in edit mode.
And then you can go in and put a post in a sticky post in there for it to be, for them to initial. Oops. All right, I'm going to pop this in there. If y'all can think about anything else, y'all can send it. I'll be making these edits so that at least we'll be closer to going live.
All right.
There it is. Oh, it cuts it off.
Top.
Can you stretch it?
The way this thing is made, it won't do it. I need to think about it. Actually, I can put some white space. I can fake it. I can put some white space. This is one of those, everywhere else, it would make it, like the right size. So I'm going to fake it on this one. Y'all won't have to worry about that typically. I'll make it work on this one though.
All right, scroll down when you get done.
Oh, snippet. My favorite tool.
My favorite too. All right. Oh, we got to have some testimonials for some members or something.
Paul, we need 4 testimonials.
I was born a poor black farmer son.
We might want to post that on the leader page.
Yeah. That'd be
It could be board members. It could be something that was like your leadership, and it doesn't have to be a testimonial, but because you're trying to get people to join, I probably would do a testimonial.
I tell you what, William Duck would probably be a good. Here's a little instant.
Yep.
And we got that somewhere. Just ask him about using that.
Well, he gave permission to publish it on SDF.
Yeah. We just touch base with him and tell him.
Yeah. But we need
I
need 3 more.
Yep. Just send me, even if you have, well, you don't want to make them up because you're going to put somebody's name to them, but see what you can come up with, even if y'all have to do one for now to go live. And then you can switch them out with somebody else.
I wish my cousin would put his son's instant on there. And these are 2 reasons why you need SDF.
Yeah. I noticed he hadn't posted in about a week, Paul.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
All right, y'all think of anything else?
I'm sure once we start playing it, that's just like anything else. I don't know what I don't know, and
right.
once
you get to playing with it,
once you start playing with it, right? If we had this conversation a month from now, and we say, "Hey, Julie, how I was trying to do this. How do you do that?"
Right.
But at this point, I mean, you just don't know what you don't know until you get in there and start playing with it. course, we'd have to go through Bruce. I don't know how to get a hold of you, so.
Oh, well, I can. Well, Bruce, send me his email address, and I'll.
All right.
Paul.arnold@BamaCarry.org.
Yep.
Shoot.
Pretty
Hold on
simple.
half a second. Let me dang. Let me do that. Y'all don't want purple. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this while I had it.
It's more of a mauve.
I'm gonna fix this image real quick.
Purple-eyed people eater.
Stop. Y'all won't have to do this. This is just because that's a special front page.
That's one word.
Well, let me go fix it.
I can sleep tonight. Now every link you have is going to be broke to it.
Yeah. At least this will be done. So. So at least this is much easier than WordPress. So. All right. So I faked it. So there you go.
Very good.
It works. Yep. All right. Well, if you think of anything, email me.
That was actually the picture I was making reference to about having links click on each one there.
Oh, yeah. No, but you could have that read more go to the page, and then you could individually put their pictures on there. And then, yes, you could from there.
Yep.
Yep.
So that didn't look bad. That worked out well. Back in the day, I'd have had a hard time trying to figure out how to make that work. I've got all kinds of workarounds now.
Life is nothing but hacks.
That's right. That was one of them right there. I used to sweat that. I'm like, no, I'll just make it. So.
Well, you know they say, don't sweat the petty things, don't pet the sweaty things.
That's right. All right. Well, I'll make these changes that I've got tonight, and if y'all think of anything else, you can call me or. Oh, wait a minute. You're going to give me your email address.
Paul.Arnold, not Opal, @BamaCarry.org. Not Bammy.
Bammy, what in the world? That's the second time I've done that.
You've already got. You've got his email address down there under SendHub.
Yeah, BamaCarry.org.
That .com. That's like what's in my brain.
Yeah,
all right. Good deal. Yeah, I see it down there in SendHub now. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to get all these in so y'all can look at it again tomorrow and see what else we need.
Oh, looks good.
All right, good. Yep, looks a lot better than what it was. I think it's going to be a lot easier for people, for sure.
I just hope I don't get a call tonight. I've been on here long enough.
Mhm. All right. Well, y'all have a good one.
Okay.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh
All
huh.
right.
Bye bye.
Bye. How do I get out of here? Oh.